get that. Survival mode games like that are stressful. I was playing a survival horror game that just kept me on edge the entire fucking time that I was playing it. I did. I played Alien Isolation on the channel. For Halloween last year. I was gonna play. I gotta play it again. I haven't. I got to in what 4 or 5 hours. I got to the fifth chapter of the game. I didn't get very far there. I think there's like 20 chapters or 13 chapters between there, 13 and 20, and so I didn't get very far in the game. But and that is the one section that I had the biggest problem because it was such a maze the first time I played that section. And it was kind of neat playing it on the hardest difficulty and like re-experiencing the game for the first time because it's been forever since I played it. So when I originally played the game, it didn't have the what is considered the hardest difficulty, um, which is called Nightmare. So the thing is about this specifically about this game is it's Sega's best game they've ever made. The alien in the game, on the harder the difficulty, the more of a living, breathing creature it is. And it's really fucked up when you get to Nightmare. What? Yes and no. So this AI has like two brains. The alien has like two brains. One AI that knows where you are at all times and feeds hints to the other brain. Like it doesn't matter where you are in the map. If you're in a level without the alien, it knows you're there. People have broken apart this game like a fucking omelet and dissected. This is an onion. This is a green pepper. This is a piece of bacon. They actually broke it apart and actually showed that if you're in a level where the alien it does not appear, the alien AI still knows you're there. Yeah, the other side of the brain learns from everything you do. And the harder the difficulty, the quicker it learns. So when I was playing originally, I had a copy of the game that was a bootleg copy. I didn't have any official packaging. I didn't officially buy anything. I just had a bootleg copy. And it had hard difficulty. I think was the hardest is what it was called. And I threw a music box or a noise box or whatever the hell you want to call it, and the alien went and chased it. And I ran the other on the other side of the room to avoid it, to try to get past it. Well, I died and I had to go back to that checkpoint before getting out of that room. And I tried the same thing. I thought, okay, it was dumb enough to happen or work the first time. It should work this time. Nope, it completely ignored that damn music box and went directly after me. Now, on nightmare difficulty, you may not get that chance to work the first time, let alone a second time. Like I was hiding under a gurney in chapter 5 or whatever, and I'm watching it go walk around. I'm like, okay, okay. There's no way it's going to be able to see me through this glass. And it stops and just stares at me before screaming at me and running around the entire map to get where I am. I loved that game. I love that game. I beat it back in the day, but like I said, I beat it when it like first came out, but I haven't played it since. And I never played the DLCs, or not played the DLC, played the DLC difficulty, the new nightmares. So, or the new nightmare difficulty. So that's why I played it on the channel, because I was going to finish the higher difficulty. But I only got to like level 5. I'm gonna go back and finish it. But there's other games that I've also said that about, and I haven't gone back to finish. So that's gonna be one that I'm actually going to finish. Though I'm going to attempt to finish it, despite the fact that I had so much problem the first time I played the game on the 5th level like that, or the 5th chapter. And as soon as I started seeing those familiar halls, I was like, ah, shit. Okay, time to get hard stuck for like 3 hours. That's what I was thinking in the back of my head while I was playing the game. Yeah. What, Alien Isolation? Yo, yes. That is the that is the one game. If I had, an infinite amount of money, I would pay that team. I want to acquire the rights to that AI. I'd pay the team that made it, and I would use it in another game that I think would work really well in. Yes. I don't know if you ever seen a movie called The Thing by John Carpenter. Came out in 1982. We gotta watch it then. No, wait, you've never seen it. Do you know there's a. Okay. You know there's a 2011 film, right? That prequel to that film. Okay, so there's a 2011 film, and most people don't like it because it's a completely different genre, and most people don't understand that. They just immediately go, "Well, this isn't like the old games, or the old movie, so I'm just gonna hate on it immediately." But it never marketed itself to be exactly the same. It never stated, "Okay, we're gonna do exactly what they did in 1982, and that's it." They also made everything with practical effects, and then the studio decided, no, we're not going to do it in practical effects. We're going to do it in CGI because fans like CGI, apparently. Which didn't help the movie. I know it didn't help the movie, but it is still not a bad movie. And the reason I bring it up is because I was going to ask, do you want to watch the prequel before watching the original 82 version, or would you prefer to watch the 82 version then the 2011 prequel? Okay, okay. Uh, well, it's only controversial to people who don't understand what the 2011 film was doing. So the original movie is a psychological thriller. That's about the best way to describe it without going into detail of what it is or what happens in the film. Okay, the 2011 film came out during a time when whatchamacallit, slashers were big. Excuse me. So they made it a slasher instead of a psychological thriller. Now, does that inherently make the movie bad? No, but a lot of people didn't understand that they were just going with the trend of what was popular at the time, and that was the popular genre. It's still a good movie in my opinion, but I'm a movie nerd, so I've watched it multiple times in order to have this opinion. Uh, but so without spoiling too much of the original 82 thing, I think it would work very well. The AI for the xenomorph would work very well in this movie or in this for this game, and that's kind of what I would do with it. But I would also make it like a multiplayer game where you and a bunch of other people, have to deal with the isolation and everything. Kind of like, do you ever see that stupid game with the little red, blue, purple, yellow beans that they don't talk? They'd have to hit a button to whatchamacallit, talk to them, talk to each other. Among Us, Among Us. That's it, Among Us. That Yeah, I think it would be awesome to have a situation where you can't just openly talk to people. And while you play the game, you have to deal with an AI that's always learning, and not just on you, but every other person in the lobby. Yeah, I didn't know that. Ow. That was going to be my next question. Oh, that would be cool. But I also thought it would be neat if, since it's always learning, it'd be cool if, since it's always learning, that like the more you fuck with the AI, the more it learns. You make it more and more difficult as you play. So if you decide one day you're gonna fuck off and just explore the limits to what the AI can do while playing the game, you've just made it 3 times harder for your next playthrough. Yeah, that's the one thing I'd like to how I would really like to build that ouch that game with that AI, because I think it would just work with whatever the hell you call that alien from the thing. Another game for Sega. That development team I don't think is around anymore. I think they were fired shortly after the completion of that game. Telltale. Oh, you mean the stupid point and click game? Sorry, not stupid point and click game, but I don't like it. It had the Walking Dead games where you had Claudia and the one dude. Kevin or whatever his name was. Yeah, I'm sorry. Your choices didn't matter in that game. You still wound up dead at the end of it. Whether she was scarred or not just didn't matter. What about Dispatch though? Sorry. They're still technically in the industry. Yeah. Yeah, but that AI system that was created for the Alien game is, I think, owned by, I think, Disney now because they own 20th Century Fox, which technically doesn't exist anymore. Well, no, no, I just meant like 20th, whatever 20th Century Fox's game development team was that worked specifically on that game with Sega. I don't think they owned the rights to that AI. I was just looking it up. He read my mind. Uh, the AI and property engine Cathode for Alien Isolation were developed by Creative Assembly and published by Sega, while Disney owns the rights to the franchise, the Alien franchise, following their acquisition of the 20th Century Fox, which technically doesn't exist, which means they need to update this stupid Google AI thing. The technical implementation and specific AI code belong to the game's creators. Hmm. So maybe, well, Sega doesn't really exist anymore, so maybe we could Creative Assembly uh, could make a game. I don't know if is Creative Assembly even around. Holy shit! As far as I can tell, it's still around, but they were started in 1987 and they worked on MS DOS. Jeez. Oh, that's not good. They were later working with Electronic Arts to produce a variety of sports games under the EA Sports brand. That's not good. EA just is terrible. Yeah, their products are the Total War series and Alien Isolation. What you're telling me, they created Total War, a game series that I just don't understand how people could enjoy because it looks boring, to one of the greatest horror games ever made? That's crazy. Total War. You've never heard of Total War, have you? Have you heard of Civ 6 or Civilization? Or The whole title is Sid Meier's Civilization. Yeah, they're kind of like that. It's a strategy game. It's a war type strategy game. Um, just saying, I'm looking it up to give you the exact definition of the Total War series is Total War is a series of strategy video games by Creative Assembly that blends turn-based campaign map management with large-scale real-time tactical battles set in various historical periods like feudal Japan, ancient Rome, and the medieval Europe, as well as fantasy settings like Warhammer. Titles include Shogun Total War, Rome Total War, Medieval 2 Total War, Empire Total War, Total War Warhammer, Total War Three Kingdoms, and recent release with like Total War Pharaoh and upcoming titles like Medieval 3. Yeah, I'm just surprised they made those games. That's crazy to think. But it sounds like Creative Assembly is still around, but they don't technically make the like Alien Isolation game, mostly because Sega still owns the rights to that. Well, sorry, 20th Century Fox, which isn't even around anymore, owns the rights to it. So they can't work on an Alien game like that. They would have to work on getting a different set of rights to work on a game like that. That's kind of like, do you ever play the games Lord of the Rings, Shadow of Mordor, or whatever, War of Mordor, whatever the hell they were called? Yeah, there's a Middle Earth Shadow of War. That's what it was called. There's a system in there called the Nemesis system, and it's an award-winning. Yeah, it's supposedly this really big. It creates unique personal stories with enemies and followers, with the world and the characters shaped by the player's actions. A lot of people wish that system would be in other games, but the problem is Monolith Productions, I think it is, doesn't own the rights. I think Warner Brothers owns the rights to it. And because they own the rights to it, Monolith can't use it in anything. And because Warner Brother, what? Excuse me. Yeah, they didn't. I don't think they own the copyright thing or whatever. They don't own the rights to use it. And since technically Warner Brothers was bought out by somebody recently, um, who said that the creation of video games in under the Warner Brother Games banner, is a useless uh, waste of money. We're probably never going to get games like another Mortal Kombat game, another Injustice game, another Batman Arkham game. I mean, it's really, really, really stupid. Well, there's a few games within the scope of like the Arkham games that was hated, but yeah, most of them were considered good games. Mortal Kombat is like one of the biggest, youngest and biggest fighting games in history. They started in 1992 and they're still going strong like 30 years later. I think it is now. It's not 30, it's, yeah. Street Fighter, I think Street Fighter was on their third game by the time uh, Mortal Kombat hit shelves or whatever. And yeah, Street Fighter's only on their like sixth or seventh game in the franchise, while Mortal Kombat's on their I think there's 20 games in the franchise, spanning three different timelines. Yeah, it is crazy. Funny enough, I've played a good amount of them. I have a bunch of them that I've never played that I have access to because of the what's it called? The Legacy Collection. I keep screwing it up and wanting to call it something else because there's actually a TV show that came out called Mortal Kombat Legacies, and it was like this really weird uh mix of origin story plus tournament fight or tournament setting. It's really hard to explain without you knowing a bit of Mortal Kombat. So it kind of it gives you a background on all the characters, how they became, I guess famous or infamous, and then their role that they had to or that they played prior to the events of the like original tournament that Mortal Kombat was originally based off of. And then on top of that, setting up future shit that never came because of the fact the project got scrapped halfway through development, so they had to only finish what they had and then release it as a like they called it 2 seasons. It's not really 2 seasons. It's about 5 episodes per disc, season 1 and season 2. No, Zoom tight. No, the mic cut out, but Gazoon tight. Um, yeah, you're welcome. What was I saying? So yeah, so there's this TV show called Mortal Kombat Legacy, and I want to call it Legacies, like the television show, because I actually watched the television growing up, that television show growing up, and a lot of people don't even know that thing exists. So then they called this thing called the Legacy Collection, and the first that pops in my head is the like B film television show called Mortal Kombat Legacy. Uh, yes, Warner Brothers Games is the only part that whoever bought Warner Brothers because they went bankrupt was the only part of the I guess I don't know what you'd call it, conglomerate or company that they complained about, saying that it was a waste of money, and that's mostly because of games like ouch. Um, I get hit across the room in the game, so I just go ouch. Well, you've never noticed? No, have you ever noticed that? I do the same thing in Marvel Rivals or Overwatch or any of the other games we play. Ouch. Uh, well, usually if it's actual pain, I swear instead of just say ouch. Ow, fuck. No, that was the game. I was saying fuck to the fact that I got hit like an idiot. No, that was just mostly me saying fuck because I was a dumbass getting hit stupidly. So, so what happened was this guy, they got these guys in this game called Ralph, and they're cops that have these like laser shields, and you have to break the laser shield before you can actually start whittling their health bar down. And I went back and forth twice. I was behind him, I was in front of him, I was behind him, and then I went back in front of him, and then he hits me. It like this long 5 minute wind up attack. Uh, and so I was like, "Ow, fuck," because I got hit like an idiot, like I just did there. What was the thing? Yeah, the Legacy Collection, though, and the Warner Brothers Studios. The game part of it is what is getting uh like shut down or whatever because they're considering it a waste of money to keep it afloat. And it's mostly because of games like Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, and I think a little bit of like Mortal Kombat 1, for example, because a lot of people didn't like Mortal Kombat 1 and some of the stuff that happened in Mortal Kombat 1. But it's like, this is the fourth timeline reset, and you're griping that we have, you know, what you call it, a timeline reset or whatever. Uh, where was this disdain for the game for what was it, Mortal Kombat 4 or Mortal Kombat 5 or what, DC versus Mortal Kombat? Well, we shouldn't mention DC versus Mortal Kombat. Most people hate that game. So, so they had a game before Injustice came out called Mortal Kombat versus DC. It's actually a really good game, but a lot of people didn't give it a chance because it was a teen rated Mortal Kombat game. But it's actually but it was actually a really good game. It had the tight controls of a Mortal Kombat game with a lot of characters from the DC game or DC universe. And it was really fun. And it inspired Injustice 1 and 2, which a lot of people consider a great, uh, one of the best like fighting games for whatever reason. I don't like the fact that you don't have a dedicated block button, but a lot of people think, well, that's the worst part about Mortal Kombat. So the dedicated block button, because games like Street Fighter, Tekken, tournaments or the Tournament of Fighters series, all those games never had a dedicated block button. You press down or back to block an attack. Mortal Kombat was the first one to add a dedicated block button. And a lot of fans of the other fighting game series that I mentioned didn't like that. So they refused to play it. Mortal Kombat, yeah. And Mortal Kombat DC had the dedicated block button too, which is one of my favorite things. And I like the Mortal Kombat series. I prefer a dedicated block button over the fact that I don't have one in like Injustice. Despite playing Injustice for years and still enjoying the game to this day, I prefer a dedicated block button. And I figured if we ever got an Injustice 3, I would have preferred a dedicated block button because that's what I prefer. I don't think we'll ever get a dedicated block button in that game. It'll probably just be the exact same as it was before. That's if we can get one because of the fact, like I said, Warner Brother Games is uh, no longer around. Well, it's getting closed down because it was considered a waste of money. And if you knew the Crow enough, I would have made a movie reference to the Crow. Well, that goes on the list. What is like one of the greatest superhero movies ever made? Edgy? It's no. Yeah, but too edgy? But too edgy? I mean, it's a really good. I died, damn it. It is like one of the greatest superhero movies. That okay, yes, it does have a '90s like flair or edge to it, but that just fits the whole atmosphere because it came out in the '90s. It's set in the '90s. I mean, the comic book isn't. The comic book, I think, is set in like the '80s or whatever. I'm not entirely sure about the comic book's time, but it is like, oh, it is such a great movie. Now, I will tell you that the not remake, but everybody called the 2024 or 2025 film with Skarsgård a remake. That it's technically not a remake. It's its own thing that it fits. It's a wonderfully done movie. Just oh, okay, no problem. Yeah, your ghost walk thing. I forget. Ghost tour. That's it. Well, you said a 2 hour walk of walking. That's smart. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, no problem. Bye. Have a good one. Good night. Yeah, I gotta be up until 2 a.m. So yeah, I'm not going to bed. But if I take a nap now, I'll be up all fucking day tomorrow when I should be sleeping. Okay, but I have technically yes, you should be awake during the day more than you should be at night. But when everything I've got 90% of the shit that I've got to do takes place from like noon to 2 a.m., what's the point of being up during the day? Well, most of her, like, if I got to go get a prescription for my grandmother, that place closes at like 4 or 6 p.m. So I have to be, I have to do shit around noon, or she's gonna flip out that it's too late. and then I got to take tons of fun to work at 5:30. So everything start. I wake up around noon, or well, it depends on when I go to bed. If I go to bed at 2 a.m., I wake up at like 6, 7 a.m. If I go to bed at 4, I wake up closer to 10. So I'm usually up before midnight or noon. What were you gonna say? No, it's not. uh, but I mean, yeah, have a good one. Sounds like it. Yeah, probably. Bye. Have a good one. I'll try. Thank you. Fuck it. You know what? I'll just do it like this.
requested. Backup requested. Backup requested.